So we're at 41,000 at the moment. Got a bit to do. I've got to complete. I've got to complete this section. It's going to start off as a trumpet this end. I probably won't. I'll probably just join this up to it. These are in dirt roads because when the oil's gone, I just keep moving it over block by block. So the road structure in this area is not completed. It's just there to help. Just move the traffic around. That's all. So got a new suburb ready to roll as well, low dense, and we got a new little suburb ready to roll for some more high dense, just a little area of it there. So the build's going really good. Over this side of the city, this is going to be all the tall high-rise buildings. This is those mountains over there. When you pull into the city here, you should be able to see the city on the right-hand side of the screen and have the mountains on the left-hand side of it. So all my tall buildings are going to be built around this three-way interchange. This freeway here, because I'm not because I'm not buying these tiles, I don't intend on buying these 3 tiles here. I still may do. I was going to come this way just so I could utilise the ferries more on the river, and also wanted to run that freeway straight across to this little island and hook it back up there. Unfortunately, I've only got 3 tiles left and they won't be unlocked for some time, so how the build is going now is it's going to stay like that for a while. So as you come in, I've got dual carriageway, one in, one out, and this then leads us onto the freeway. So at the moment we'll be able to head that way. I've got to do an off-ramp here, tuck around and meet up with this one. This one's going to be a little bit trickier to do. I'm going to have to lose some of these houses here. And it also hooks up to the northeast rail cargo hub here. So it's very, very challenging. I might actually bring this connection off back here somewhere just to give it a little bit more room. Just change that back to a 3. It's going to be pretty tricky. So this will have to wrap around this way, and we'll have to wrap one probably around the same way around this way. So that little area is going to be taken up. I've got part of the new metro line going down here. So it's going pretty good, but a lot of work to do yet. So I also need to run a road off here that's going to hook up. It's going to hook up to this, which will become an arterial fairly soon. It's starting to get a lot more traffic, so I'll have to make this a 6-laner right the way through. Also put a bypass road, one way off, one way down here. It's mainly for the industry trucks to come down here for the Northwest Cargo Rail Hub, and also for the small industry that we've got here. Not a great deal of industry, but we've got a good mix in here, so far it's all going fairly well. I've tried not to do too many offices because I don't want to lose my industry, and these guys are meant to be schools out. I can do that later. I want them to be schools out so I'll have plenty of industry workers. So only ore and oil require high education, and everywhere here is high education. Schools out is where
You see, I find it's much more.
Where did I make them schools
the
out?
sound that the drum produces when
Yeah, so this little pocket here schools out, so that's not enough people to sustain the generic industry. We'll also make this schools out this area here as well, and that should be able to sustain
I think that's one bit of modernity.
the generic industry. So we'll make that right through there.
This one.
Bugger it, we'll make the whole area schools out. And there we go. Schools out for all of them. Now I better just double check. I know I've got to get that freeway done, but I want to make sure heavy traffic ban is off. And I don't want, yeah, schools out's on. And I don't want high-tech housing for them, so they're now schools out. So these people and this lot of the suburb here. So that's pretty good. They should sustain the generic industry areas. Alright, I better go through and finish this. This is going to be a little bit tricky. But one thing I find is I've always tried to cram everything in and make it fit, but I've got room and I should utilise it. I'll just curve this now. Nice sweeping bend down, that's a little bit garbagey. It's a little bit better. And we'll come back this way. Oh, damn. Oh, it's not too bad, I guess. Give that 3 lanes, and that'll give a designated turning lane off there. Just run it single. Turn that one around. Run a single lane down here because we've got another one that's coming off the rail cargo here, so they can come in the rail cargo, they can run up here onto the freeway and they can dart off, shoot underneath and get their job done, and then they've got the choice to go back out to the freeway, or they can hook around here and head down through this way, even divert up and over. So I will have another connection, the other connections here, so they're not going to have to go down and go all the way around. I want to keep as much traffic off this as possible. At present, it's the only way by road to get across the river. So I was going to run another connection out over here, but I've got too much built. I mean, I could destroy it and whatever, and it'd probably be a wise thing to do, is to put a secondary bridge that hooks up the main area over here. It just means losing some of this, and also this tourism area. But I think that might be a wise move. I believe it to be anyhow. So we shall see. How is that not connected? It doesn't need to be connected. We'll just run that connection off here. Thank you very much. There we are. Now we've got connection. They'll have power. And that runs across to there. So, okay. I'll get back onto the freeway now. I can't let the game run at present while I'm doing this. Well, I suppose I could. The new rail lines have been put in, so that's all ready to go. Industry has its own down here, and it's one way around here, and then as they come up here they can shoot off whichever way they want to go. That's one way out and the other track's one way in, so it's not a too close connection. They're not going to interfere with each other. I suppose I could run this now. Train lines are all hooked up. We've got two bypass lines. We've got one for any of the freight trains that aren't going to go in that aren't going to come into here. They can just go straight across now. Bypass, and these are for the intercity trains. So this is all industry trains. These are intercity. Also got a bypass line that runs down the middle here. I've only just put that one in. It's a little bit shonky just there. It's really difficult because it keeps trying to snap onto each other lines. So what I've got is pretty much the best I can get it for now. And so far this hasn't caused problems, but as you can see, the line split 4 tracks from this one. So we could be facing some issues there, but there's nothing I can do about it. That is the end of the tile. So yeah, the freight trains will take this side and all passenger trains will take this side. So there's a bypass line there for each of them. And yeah, they've got their choices of whichever way they want to go about things. So I can run this now. Now I've got that run off. 1 and 1 equals 2. We've got one line that comes off. I actually might put a third lane in this one. This is going to get a lot of traffic, so I'm going to make this 3 lanes. I should use that there being and that will give, let's give it a 4-way split. I think I'm overdoing it now probably. And that will allow me to give 2 lanes off that go into 3 that end up in 4. Let's give that 4 from there so they can line up a bit. I'll take these traffic lights away for now. So that should work alright. And you can also run 2 lanes there and complete that into duals from there on. Why does that break into 3? Oh yeah, 2 lanes widens to 3, widens to 4, gives the turning lanes for here. That should be a wider collector than that now. Oh, so we'll, come on. We'll make sure that these guys stop. This is going to get busy. It's going to get busy, busy, busy. See how it runs for now. The wise thing for me to do here, whoops, would give dual lane access through here. We've got dual lane access through there as well. This is going to become a busy, busy intersection. I could take that connection off, but that also runs down this way. So you've got to watch all your roads, make sure they have plenty of options, otherwise you end up with too much traffic and everything turns to hell. And we got a lot going on in this little area, so okay, 2 into 1. We should probably be coming off the arterial. We'll continue this as a 2. That is a 2. I hope I don't lose anything here. Run this a double 4 into 3. Single 4 into 3. going to stop that there because I'm going to branch that off and give these guys access to go across this way. So 3 ways done, and it's a little bit wonky just there, and to get them across these double stacked roads, boy oh boy, is extremely difficult. But I'm not going to leave it like that. I can't leave it like that, but I'm not going to touch it just yet. I've got to get these connections done, and I think this road's really going to interfere with it, so I'm going to have to come sort of out and around, which means you guys have got to go. I'm sorry. Thank you for your taxes in your short stay in Stonavale. I might actually try and branch it off around this bend somewhere. You're going to have to go too, son, and you. Get rid of them. There's a tree limit on console, and so that's why I destroy trees when I'm going to build over them. This is going to be a very tricky connection, this one. I'm going to do my best to make it work. If I can just get over this road. May have to change this a little bit. Are we going to sneak under these pylons? Well, it looks like we may do. We'll look that up there, and we can bring this one in just a little tighter. That back to dirt at the moment. Yeah, it's an ugly bend. Before I do that, let's just see if I can branch it off. Where's this join? Back there, so that's fine. Should be able to bring it off about here. I'm going to have to do this one freehand. This is going to be really ugly. Of these guys so I can see what I'm doing. Is that wide enough? I'll go ahead and put all this on now. Not too bad. Now hopefully this will let me upgrade. I think this might be a problem here. Maybe. We've got that set for 2, so we can now open that up to a 2-way split. We'll leave it the single lane just to split the traffic up. I want 2 lanes to come over to this way, so might be the better way to go. I'll just turn these roads around. So 3 and 2 make 5. I've only got 4. I should really keep these as single lanes. Let's do our math. 3 into 2. We've got 2. Turning lane back to 2. 2 make 4. And that's why it's 3. Oops. Let's keep 2 there, and we'll keep this as a single. I knew there was going to be an issue.
We harp on the chordists and flout the flautists.
Right. The only way to get this done is freehand. Not going to let me. that. Okay, this is where patience isn't required. It's just not going to let me take that bend. So man, that's ugly. Stuffing around once I've got things under that bridge there. Are we going to make it? Hook up under there, stupid. Alright, it's not the prettiest. But it will suffice. 3, 2 off. Head down here. That's because most of my industry will turn off here. I think it should be alright. Oh, I want to just tidy that bend up a little bit. Better. Is that long enough? I don't know. Give them 4 lanes to branch in. Give them just enough room. And they got enough room. Not too sure about that, but it's try and bring it in over here is too far. It gives too much of a straight angle. I might try and bring it back a bit more under these next pillars. Just to give it a little bit more room. I'll go onto the dirt roads, it's so much easier. These pillars aren't lining up, so I'm going to make them line up, and that'll help the cause. Put these trees back later. It's extremely hard on console. It's not the best. That lined them up. Lovely. Now are we going to sneak through under that pillar there? I just wanted a little bit more distance, a bit more road. I could bring that one in a little wider across. It just wouldn't look right. Let's see if I can manipulate these pillars. Well, I want to come through there, don't I? Let's get that down first. That would be the easiest way to go about it. Come on, work with me. Too sharp. Give me the guideline. Fucking arsehole. Oh, a little bit better. This one's just running the single road. Turn that around. I would need to get this thing kicked over, so I'll just seal this section of bridge and I'll let the game run. And I can boost the other connections in a little bit. Fuck, this game pisses me off. Oh boy, how I wish for Move It mod. Now that land's a bit janky. Curve tool should do there. Alright, I think we'll be right now. God damn it. I'll just get this across. Fuck's sake, there's always something. Anyway, there's an extra node in there I didn't really want. The less nodes the better. It still puts a node there, thanks. Just let me double check it's all going the right way. Slow dual lanes. The arterial 3-2, one turn off lane, 2 on 2 makes 4, drop it into 3, 2 go on, 1 come off. Now we need to get that one from this side and bring them on over here, otherwise traffic will all go up here around past the rail cargo just to go that way, so that's an issue that has to be resolved right now, and I may have to bring it over the top. This is going to be ugly as hell, but hey, it's got to be done. It's got to be done, and I think we should probably keep this fairly even so it doesn't look so ugly. Freehand this one. This is so easy to mess up. Now, so it's going to be pretty dicey whether this works or not. Come on, give it to me. back and fix that jankiness. Got one branched on there. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. Rethink the design on this little bit here. Just for the fact that unless I don't allow them to come back this way, I can always re-establish that connection. Should be able to pin onto there. I'm not sure what I'll do with these guys here at the moment, but just for now, we run 2 out, which I will do. Probably won't let me see. It always does fucking things, man. This game fucking shits me. They can drop into one from there. That's way too high anyway. Fucking prick. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. Right, that's the height. Come on, just let me. Just let me. Ain't gonna let me. I don't believe it's a height issue. Yeah, it definitely was not a height issue. Fucking ugly that is. Love to squeeze it just in there somehow. It's a pillar, it's not height. That would have worked out really nicely. Come on. I don't have
Thanks for listening to the classics. Your home.
Any other option than to have it that way. I'm not real happy with this. We only just make that height. This one could come down one. Oh. Bugger me. Bring that down one more level. Alright, good. Steep ramp, that one. That is a steep ramp. I think it's alright though. I think first I can't come down any lower, so we won't clear that. I think that's going to be okay. This janky bit here I don't like. I loathe it. Absolutely loathe it. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm going to do a save. So now they've got on and off here. They've got on and off here. So they can go left and right. They can go both ways as well. These guys can go straight and left. So okay, we've done it. Now we shall let the game run and see what happens. Or this is going to carry on for a moment. We'll run it at 3 speed. Just till it sorts out. I'm still having some water issues over here with flooding. It's like really pissing me off. I had to change all of this, but I'm going to have to bring a collector through here, another one, because this is the only collector slash arterial that's joining east and west together. I've got one planned to come across here, which means a little bit of destruction, but things have to be destroyed to continue. But I also need a third one up on this side, and maybe I'll run it off this one. This one comes in. These are only temporary. All right, they're just dodgos. All right, they're just to get the traffic in and out. I've got to end the end of this trumpet as well and let these guys come through. So I think I better do that now. I'll just put some of the trees back and see if anyone's got issues over here. I can't stop my industry from just screaming. It's not letting me have any more growth. We'll just get industry along there. I'll probably put too much in one go. They'll scream out now they haven't got enough workers or something like that. How's the traffic sitting? 93. We're starting to get some hot spots, but nobody's stopped. So this is because I had forestry here as well, and this junction here was just choked. This is the one that runs right across. I've got to put another one in, there's no doubt about it. And my train lines, they're going real good. I've got a bypass lane here for intercity trains because they're not stopping there, and the two lines on this side are for freight trains. So there's a bypass lane right in the middle there, that they can get back onto this one, which bypasses this station as well, and they can either head across the river or they can come on in to the suburban side of the city and park on the outside station there. So we got metro, monorail, we got everything. I don't use buses. I have absolutely no buses, but I've got walkable areas everywhere. I think I better complete this. Fucking console. I'll give myself plenty of room. That's all straight lined anyway. Well, I don't really want freeway to come in and hook up through here, so these guys should be finished with the oil. I should be able to get rid of them. Yeah, the oil's all out of there, so we'll move them over one while I'm doing this. I don't really like playing, having the game running while I'm doing this sort of stuff. You guys all got to go now. There's no oil in there. Just double check that. And they got it all except for this little bit here, so I'll put some of them back. Just get you guys on the corner here to suck out what's left there. Tiny little bit there. Right out. There was a little bit here as well. I'll come back and collect that in a moment. I didn't want to run too much. They should be fine now. Everyone's got their power. Yep, everyone's fine. Here we go, this fucking river. Constantly. There's nothing I can do to stop it flooding. I've tried everything. I've actually smoothed all this ground out. It cost me a lot of money so that the bank just gently sloped up and it wasn't a big gush off at the end. Done the same over here. Three different levels, really shallow, medium, deeper, and the full depth of the river. Nothing stops this goddamn river from flooding everything. That's why I changed this area here. I built this wall out here, shallowed it up a bit, so the river's supposed to run out and around, but instead it's hugging along here. And even when I curve it that way or I curve it this way, it still just comes in, so it's a real pain in the arse. It's going to flood for the entire build. I can do nothing about that. And I could pull all the retaining walls down and get it up to that height. But they're at the same height as my ferry lines, because usually you'll see the people get straight on and off now. That's about as low as I could get it. When you generally place these, they're the height of the top of the goddamn ferry, sometimes even taller than them, and it just looks pathetic. There's not much I can do. Every time the tide comes in and out, it floods. Twice a day it floods. So can't really do too much about it. The more you muck around with the riverbanks, the worse it gets. We've just put a new hospital in here too, so we got rid of the 3 medical centres that we had, and It's actually saving me money by putting the hospital in. All the trains are running nice and smooth. The metro and monorails are running smoothly. Fuck, I disconnected the line over here. I shouldn't have played it. You know, I ain't going to destroy none of that. So, this trumpet, I think it'd be wiser just to run single off here. Let's knock them back first. Can you please upgrade, for fuck's sake? Right, that's just for now. Let's just check the topography. It's fairly good. Just give yourself the room I need. Should be okay. Left-hand traffic. So if I turn it in, it should be okay. I wonder if I should go under. I wonder if I should drop these guys. I think I will. I think I'll run them down instead of doing a massive bridge 3 height and then bringing it back down to ground level. I'm going to pick it up again over here. I had to pick it up to get over these guys, and then I had to get a road under it. This area here was an absolute nightmare. It took me about 2 hours. Fair dinkum. It was extremely difficult. Nothing would work. A lot of it's freehand, but I was lucky enough to get it straight and even. So it was a bloody nightmare, but we got it done. So it's a little bit dodgy there. I don't really like that. Not too much. And that peak, like I'm going to come back and fix that, but not right now. I want to finish it, and I've got to fix this. I can't get this off my mind. It just, it's horrible. I think we'll dig down. I think that would be the best thing to do. We'll just keep it at this height. You. And I'll just put a dirt road down for a bit of coverage. These guys are running along here. Come out 160. Only just make that, and what's that, 200, and we'll dig that down. Get it about the same height, so the bridge is just enough clearance. That should be fine. Main thing is to get these walls nice and straight. The rest of this doesn't really matter. Get these fairly straight. Alright, that there, we're going to slide it down anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Just fix that up. I'll have to pull them back a bit more and just blend that in. This fella might be alright. It always does that, wonky donkey, but that's going to benefit us that little bit. I suppose we should bridge this. We'll run them under first. So I just pull the power back a little bit when I do this and just nicely start drifting it back. It's not going to work for me. That will. And we'll just smooth it out a little. You don't want it to interfere too much. These guys will have to pull back a bit. That metro hook back up as well. Going the wrong way, you bloody game. Always tries to stuff you up, this game. Like I said, on console it's so goddamn hard to do anything. I'll come back and fix that up. I just want to make sure that these are fairly smooth. Drop the power of it a bit, push all this back up towards it. Just want to bring that out a little, so there's no clunky bumps. Alright, we'll hook this back up. Sure.
Welcome back. Isn't there something about the flute that just makes you want to have a cup of tea, kick back,
I want to get these
and spend the better part of the decade learning to play that subtlest of woodwinds, the flute?
Which they are, so now it should.
Now, let's play another.
Should be okay. Right, now for the stressful bit. That's the line we want. And I'll try and get this as square as possible. That front edge, and that shouldn't give me too much drama. This is a slightly different height here, not too much though. Alright, I'll try and get this squared up. We've got to leave room here because we're going to run a road under that. And I've also got the metro to think of. Yes. I might have to bring the metro out, run it along the coastline, and yeah, nah. It's in a shit area. I didn't plan that metro out. I actually had this as the end of the line, but I decided, why not bring it over here and let these people, give them direct access to the centre. You're whinging about. You don't like the schools out? Hey? Go find somewhere else to live. Let me bridge across it, wait, so it's gonna That drops down, so we'll take that just to there, just a small lip. I'm at 3. May work out after all. Take that right to the edge there. Okie dokie, I should probably dual line these. Triple here, 4 back to 3, 4, 1 off, I'll put it on 2 that way. I'll dual lane that off, let me drop back to 2 and then 2 will become 4 anyway. While I'm thinking about it, I need to put a lot of thought into what I do. I can't help it, it's just how I am. I had 7 million before building this, 7,500,000. That's how much it's cost me. Because this freeway and this one over here, that was one piece and it ran right along the edge here. And I thought, what's the point? Let's bring it in, make it a 3-way. Instead of trying to squeeze a trumpet in there and then have this one jiggity jaggedy, I've now got options of putting a connection here and a connection in this area and even a connection in this area. So we're going to be able to just distribute the traffic. I'm just delaying what I'm doing. Not much room for more trees here. I'll cut through and fix all that land there up. Bushy ones down now. Probably get them on the outside here. That's that area covered. The ones that hang over the road there, I'll have to delete those ones. Take to them with the axe. I'll get some of those ones out that are hanging on the road, like you. Not you, your neighbour. These ones are okay, they're in the breakdown lane. Better go. Ooh, you've definitely got to go. Let you get away with it. Can't have that on freeways or motorways. Vision cannot be impaired. They're pretty much done now. It's not impaired. Righto, well, I can't delay it any longer. Which way am I going to run it? Sweeping curve this way or sweeping curve this way? That'll duck around, go back under and hook on there, then the metro line's going to be impossible. If I do it this way, I'll they'll just come off easily. And to come on will come down under and hook on. So I suppose it doesn't matter. I am going to use this area here, probably for the... I was going to put the zoo over here and the airport, but I figure this might be a good spot for the zoo. Righto. And that metro line's just going to have to do something different. Oil there, so I'll just bring it out another 12. And it's still 120, which is good. Out 10. Down 260. Please. Doesn't matter which way you go with the roads, because they're always going to be a bit messy. And I'm going to have to fix up that little bit there, and also roll this up the hill. Give it a nice curved sweep on there. This one, on the other hand, going to need a little bit of work, and unfortunately I'm going to have to get rid of some of these rocks and that. This is the Ritchie area. This is on the back of the European, the Euro area. All that on the screen is all European. A little bit of high density in here, only because it's in the European area. I don't have much high density out here. Where you see HDR, HRB's high-rise band, I've only got 5 or 6. I've got 5 of them here, all high-rise band, and I've got a tiny little pocket here, just there. This is tourism buildings, which is fine on the edge of the water. And I've got a tiny little pocket here. So I wanted to keep this all low dense residential, this side of the river. And this side, these guys are just going to go full on. So all this here's all full high dense, and all this in front of it is high-rise band, not with the housing, but with these are high-rise band. So we're going to have a nice little pocket in the middle, and these guys will be shorter, and then we've got the lowest ground level in front of them. It's kind of how I like to do it, just for a little bit of realism kind of look. So righto, that metro, I don't want to run anything underground. It's not how I like to play. Metros are meant to be seen. There's subways and stuff, but that's just me. It's just the way I like to play. Give yourself enough room. I don't like that bridge, I don't like that bridge. Before I do any more of this, I'm going to fix that bridge up. It looks atrocious. One side first. Yeah, this is where the issue is, right here. So let's fix this up. If you don't fix it up straight away, you always say you'll come back to it. And you know that you're not. You know that you'll just keep building. Come on, work for me. That's much better. The difference between them two, absolutely. I'm glad I did it now. You're running 4 or 3? Something's wrong here. Oh no, seems right. Yeah, okay, that's alright. Come on, hook on. Hook on! You bastard. Short little nodes, I don't like them. Every node is where they'll change traffic. So when I do roundabouts like this, you see I've got nodes all over it. When you do your roundabouts, and most people do them like that, I then go through and make complete stars. And that gives all these nodes where they can come on the roundabout, change lane before they're stuck in a lane. And it just works so much better. This is only a little roundabout that holds a ton of traffic. Where's the other one? This one here, I did the same thing. Look at all the nodes there. They can change lanes in many places, get out of the way or get in the lane they need. And it really makes it run better. These freeways, I've put 3 lanes on, 2 lanes off, 4 lanes in between, goes back into 3, 2 off, 3 on, back into 4, 2 off, back into 3, 3 on, back into 4. Doesn't always work because you'll always get cars that'll stop in the middle or they'll come to this intersection and stop. And it's just, the game does it just to fuck you up. I'm damn sure of it. Anyway, enough whinging. Shit, I've built this the wrong way. Oh no, that's alright. Just fix this land up a little bit. And this, my friend, you guys are going to have to go. Use for temporary anyway. You knew you were going to get evicted sooner or later. You knew it. And I know that you knew it. I might just put a real short connection there, but I highly doubt it. No. Fuck you. Let's try that again. Do this out piece first. Oh. Too close, I guess. I know, that works. I'd ideally like to have them two level, but that's only ideal. Let me fix this up. It's going to be a 90 curve, way too tight for freeway.
Welcome to the classics. Classical music,
Get rid of that piece.
and that's not classist, that's classicist.
I'm going to have to line this up by eye. You're going to come under there nicely. That's what we want. And this here's a little bit janky. It's too tight. I think that's just too tight. So let's just give it a little bit more room. I'll go on freeform. We'll do the outside one first. I don't know if this is going to work. I want this at 120. 120. There's no way that's going to curve into that. Not a chance. You look absolutely atrocious. It's tight, but kind of acceptable. Not really, is it? Let's do this again. I think I'll give myself just a little bit more room. It is 120s, right? Yes, it is. Need to make a nice curve. It's a high speed. I think we're onto it now. I'll chew up a little bit of this here. It's too tight. Build it from the correct way. But it's the inside line. It still doesn't look right, but it's much better than it was. It's kind of like a D, so...
M-O-G-O-K hand, M-O-G-O-K hand, M-O-G-O-K hand, M-O-G thumbs up, M-O-G thumbs up.
Bring that in there. Let's complete it. I really need to run these at 2 lanes, otherwise I'm going to have 3 joining onto 3. Let's do this now anyway. Metro's going to have to be redistributed. These are going to have to be 2 lanes, there's no doubt about it. Can't run 3 into 3. Can run 2 off. That's not going to solve the issue. Whoops. Try and curve this one more time. I think it's okay. So we've got our 3. Ideally I'd like to drop 1 lane. I'd like to drop 1 lane off here. The thing is, they all come from 3 lanes. All directions. I'll give 1 off. I might make those singles, and that will make the the mathematics, the lane mathematics, that will make them work. So we'll make these single lane. This one may not look as bad then. Two, and this can go also a single. Which now means we can run it as a dual lane, and which can open up the 3 out here. So that'll let me do a connection and still do some lane mathematics with it. We'll do the same here now. We're running 3s, 1 off into 2. Oh, you bastard. Running duals, so 3. We don't need 4 there now because we're dropping this back. 1 off, 2 forward. 1 and 2. 2 and 1 into 3. 3 right across. Keep that 3, 1 off. We can drop this now back to 2. Please don't stuff this up. We'll run that as a single, which means running that as a single down. 2 and 1. We'll make that 3. No. We've got to drop this back to 2. So we'll keep that 2, and that'll work out. Oops. Come on. There we go. Instead of adding that lane, now we'll just make that 1 lane. We'll make the freeway start there, and that'll be the designated turning lane left. That'll give me 2 lanes here. 1 each way.
Heel.
And I just hope this doesn't stuff up. So that gives us 1 slip lane join each way. 2 and 1, bring this back to 3. 1 off into 2. And we've done it. That's off the roundabout. And that comes back out of the cargo. Can we single lane that? I'm not sure I'm going to try. We'll just run 1. And it is. And that one joins on from here. So that has to be 2. 2 and 1 makes 3. We might be able to drop it back. And I'm going to do it anyway.
Why doing
1, 2,
well?
3. We'll give them 3. There we go. Running 3s, 2 off. We can then make this 4 just there. We'll give it a little bit more room. That'll give 2 lanes each way. Oops. 2 lanes each way with 2 joining. Give it a double 4, back to 3, 1 on, 4, 3, another 1 off there. This is actually, I'm going to get rid of this connection here more than likely, and we'll just do 1 here that's going to bridge across and wrap back under. So I'm not going to do that right now. We'll Couldn't be bothered. So we're running 3s, 1 on 4, back into 3. And this is where we're going to taper this off. So we will run 2 from here. And we'll have 1 back on, which will mean 3. 1 off into 2, but we can leave the extra one there. Another 1 off, so that's fine. Mission accomplished. I just got to put a join here and a join off and get this down to 2 lanes. Got the 4, 2 and 2. There you go. We achieved it. And we should be able to let it play through now. I'll just do those last 2 connections.
The classics, where we harp on the chordists and
1
fall
off.
out the flautists.
We'll keep that as a 3, just to give the designated turning lane its own turning lane. And it does. There you go. Stoked. We get 1 on there, we don't need 4. Change that to 3, the double 3. Back to 2s. Should be 3, 2 and 1. We've done it. Mission achieved. Bloody beautiful. So 1 final look. 3, 2 and 1. Oh, this one. This is the one that needs to be a single. If you don't do this right, the traffic will just destroy your game. You've got to get your lane mathematics correct. Alright, back to 3s like we did that side, and the bridge stays at 2. With a 4-piece, with a double 4-piece there, back into 3, and we've done it. 1 off, into 2, lovely. Now I'll just do these little connections here. A little bit longer than that, I guess. Just run it 2 from there, I guess, and bring it out from there. Give ourselves the best opportunity. Oh man, I can't believe I've got to wreck this garden. Did not want to do that. But for the sake of progress, these things have to be done. Try and blend this down nice and smooth. I'll do this side first, it's going to be a bit easier. Make this bit flat. Try and steal a little bit of this bridge. Just to get a nice curvature on there. Alright. bridge section. Let's try and come off this way. Oh, it still wants a bridge section. That's shit house. Best off keeping it with that bridge section. It's more direct anyway. Single lane that runs up here. Not too bad, going the right way. 3 and 1 make 4. Drops to 3. I could have a problem there, you know. 3, 4. That can stay 3. That'll give opportunity to run this at 2. Make sure that runs into 1, and we'll bring it back to 3. And back into 2s with designated turning lane. Very good. Okay. Oh man, this is very tricky, this bit. I don't want to destroy this garden. I think we might be alright. Just there. Yeah, damn it. No. I'll have to bring that in a bit tighter. Alright, I think that might work. 2 on 1 make 3, 1 off, back into 2. Can actually leave that at 3. We'll just leave that at 3. Piece give a designated turning lane. We're okay, we're good to go. Gotta get this metro on. Is that your ears, mate? Is it? You want help? Righto. Let's try and get this metro back on. I don't like me chances. Once I do that, I can let the game run because all the connections are in now. I've got to go look after this little fella's ears, so it takes about 5 minutes. I don't think we're going to be able to do this, but I've got to try and keep this as flat as I possibly can and as low as I possibly can. So we'll go over there. That look pretty cool with the freeway going under it. Let's just straight line this. I'm going to do something here. I don't know what yet. Something. I will do something. Yeah, it's too tight. See. A little bit easier curve on that. Too much. That's It's right in the way. You're out of there. You pissed me off enough anyway, this fucking thing. See ya. Piss off. Alright. Okay, that's got him hooked back up. It's a bit dodgy. I want to fix all this up. When the next one comes through, he'll hook back up. This was always a bit tight. Yeah, alright, I'm coming. I'll come back and fix this up properly. In a moment. Oh, you can't have that. Jesus. That's terrible behaviour. One too low. Fucking game. Fucking piece of shit. Fucking pisses me off, this fucking game does. That's gonna do it. Yeah, I'm coming!
You're listening to the classics, and I just got some mail from one of our listeners, Todd H. Why did Johann Sebastian Bach throw out his harpsichord? Because it was Baroque. Todd, a noble effort, but J.S. Bach loved his harpsichord and would never have thrown it out, as it would have almost certainly been dismantled and used as firewood by the countless peasants of Leipzig. Anywho, you're listening to the classics, where if it is Baroque, then don't fix it.
Hi. Tried.